Okay, so before we even start on this one, and we're going to be doing a delete query, which is going to delete data from a table. So it's really important that you know what you're doing and that you have backed up your data. Please back up your data. Very, very important. Make a copy, and if you're unfamiliar with it, please use it on a bit of test data, which could be a copy, but don't do it on the real thing. Test it out first. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to back up data. And delete queries, very useful. What we're going to do here is I've got some dates with items and an amount, and we're going to delete all of those records that are in November 2013. So as I said, really important that you've got a copy of it. As it happens, I have an archive here of this, and I'm going to show you how to put that back in another tutorial on actually appending data. So let's just close that one. So let's just close this one as well. So what we're going to do now is make a query, and that query is going to be a delete query. So if you are in 2003 or earlier, then you would go into the query section and do a new query. And here in Access 2010, which is the same for 2007 and 2013, it's very similar. We're going to go into create and go into query design. We're going to add a table, which is this sales data one. I'm going to add it in here and close. I'm just going to move my query grid up to here. So we're going to delete data from that table. And the thing to do, I'm just going to change it here to the delete option at the top. If you're using Access 2003 or earlier, go into the query menu and choose delete. Now, you only need the fields that you're going to be putting criteria on, or fields, because it can be more than one field. So I'm going to click and drag the date down to here because that's the only one we're actually interested in. And it's between 1st of the 11th, 13, whoops, 13, and 30th of November 2013. I'm going to delete that data. So don't forget, in your country, put in the correct date format. So this is for UK and for some other countries. I've got UK set on my computer. If it's for the US type format, then you would be putting it in as 11/1/13 and 11/30/2013. So this is where you've got to be careful, because when I run this, it's going to delete it and there's going to be no way that I can undo it. So to do this, I'm just going to click on run. When you do, you get a warning box. You're about to delete 8 rows from the specified table. And it tells you can't use the undo command, which is why it's really important that you make a backup. So I am going to click on yes. Now, if in any doubt, click on no. Okay, so that's really important. I'm going to click on yes. It's now gone and deleted those. I can go into my sales data. If I double click, they're gone. You can see by the ID numbers, they're not in sequence, and it's lost some out. It's only showing December in there. So that is how you can do a delete query. You could save it. I'm going to click on save there, and I'm going to call it delete November 2013 data. One of the reasons I'm doing this is to show you that on the side here, delete queries, if you do save them, have a cross here. So they're indicating that they're going to delete it. This one is a make table. You can see it's got a table with a little shiny star there indicating that it's going to create a new one. So that is how you can use delete queries in Access to delete data, and be very careful with that.